I thought we would talk about logic a little bit. I did. For some reason, I felt like we would, and so we don't have to.
No,
For some reason,
did he not just hear what I said? I said I'm gonna leave it up to you. Did you not hear what I just said?
I did, but I just.
No,
I'm surprised you ain't bring it up.
I didn't bring it up. That wasn't what I wanted to do, but again,
okay, that's cool.
No. God, listen, I swear to God, if you don't talk. Hey, so what is it that you wanted to bring up in regards to logic? Honestly,
it's not about what I wanted to bring up. I just thought it would be good conversation. I think that maybe there's a perception about who he is and I guess what he's done. But I think we have a bit of an inside synopsis on some of his life and who he was, and I think that has a lot to do with who he is now. But for me, a lot of people might take this as hate. It's not hate, it's just reality because we were there. We lived through a lot of it. And so we know, where it started and then where it got to. Most people don't know where it started. Most people just know Logic, the, superstar rapper, if that's what you want to call it.
Right.
But, for me, I guess if I have a gripe, it's just, and I've said this, I felt like Logic got, if you look back, what year did Logic get on?
Was it 2011?
2011.
When he get on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was on.
No, it wasn't. It was
2009.
He wasn't on then.
He got on the end of that. He got signed 2009, didn't he?
No, he didn't. I know that for a fact. It wasn't 2009.
Look it up.
I mean, I don't care what the fuck this thing says. I'm telling you because I was there. But it wasn't 09. So I met him in 09. It wasn't until 2011.
We did the show in 09.
Yes, he wasn't signed then. I know
that was September. I feel like at the end of that year.
He was not signed then.
He didn't get signed then?
No.
All right, I could be wrong.
It could be. You are.
All right, I'll take that.
Talking about?
I'll take that.
But
that doesn't negate my point anyway.
No, keep going. Yeah, keep going.
I think that in that time period, from 2009 to maybe 2012, there was this white rapper initiative. No,
I would agree. What was it? Asheroff, Mac Miller, who actually, in my opinion, was probably the best one to come out. I fuck with Mac Miller heavy.
Absolutely.
Rest in peace. But yeah, you're right. Asheroff, Mac Miller, what was it? G-Eazy, fucking Malcolm Moore.
G-Eazy was a little later.
But still, he was like the tail end of it.
Asheroff, MGK. No,
yeah, you're right. There was definitely a push.
There was this initiative that they wasn't really checking for us. You know what I'm saying? At that time, there was an agenda.
Yeah, you had to kind of come off the coattails of somebody that's already hot.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying because it's
it was almost like the industry was like, we need to get some of our people in here. Need somebody that looks like us.
Yeah.
And the point is, it ain't your culture. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for you. And we let Eminem in because that motherfucker had to be absolutely incredible.
And he took the hardest route possible. He went battle rap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when we looking at that situation, like, look who was out before Eminem. Nobody.
Not many.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah.
We wasn't letting nobody in, especially after Vanilla Ice. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
And so Beastie Boys, but I don't really consider them traditional hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They're just they had a niche that they attacked a certain demographic and they did their thing in that lane. But outside of that, Eminem, who was it?
Fair enough.
Nobody.
So you saying that during that time he think that Logic kind of just got
he rode a wave. He rode a wave. And listen, hold on. Only thing I'm really trying to say is, bro, I should have been able to ride a wave, but you know why? I wasn't able to. First of all, this my culture? Ain't this hip hop? This is hip hop supposed to be the genre that's for us. by us.
But I just want to say, when the fans see this, right, they're gonna assume that you're on some hating shit because of that.
That's why I knew that.
That's gonna happen.
That's why when we had that conversation off camera, I was like, you can't give a fuck about what people say.
Fair enough.
So fuck them.
Right.
Anyway, again, I'm speaking from a little bit of a more different perspective because I was around and I understand, where it started and where it's at now.
Well, we can talk about the one thing because when it comes to Logic, the first time I even saw him was when we did the show with Ludacris. That was the first time I saw him.
No way.
That's the first time I saw him.
Okay, yeah.
When we did that.
We did stuff after that. Okay, because I was thinking
that,
we was in the studio after that. I forgot.
But we were practicing to do the, doing the. They made us go through the contest. All the bullshit.
Oh, right.
And
so he was getting privileged way before that.
Way before that.
Yeah.
So we did the show and all that. That was the first time I seen
him.
I didn't know him.
That's a good point.
I only really met him after that.
That's a good point that you brought up because I wasn't even lumping that into what I was trying to say.
Oh shit! I didn't opened up the can of worms.
Yeah, I mean, but you know why I didn't? Because I didn't give a fuck, and it didn't stop me. I still won that shit because they. But
we didn't know how he got on at that point because he was kind of given that spot. He didn't do the contest.
No, we know he was given everything. He didn't have to even pay for an entry spot. I had to do all that.
Yeah.
And so. And if y'all don't know what we're talking about, there was a show back in 2009. Well, they had a competition for people to open up for Ludacris, Redman and Method Man. Pitbull was there. It was supposed to be the biggest show to ever come to Gaithersburg. It didn't turn out to be that, but that's the different.
That's not on us.
That's a different story, right? But the reality of the situation is, they had people come from all over Maryland to try to win the spot for opening act in a competition. You had to come with your hardest shit and you had to compete with everybody in the spot, and you looking at the winner of that shit. I'm not trying to gloat or
with the help of a certain hype man.
Yeah, definitely with my guy by my side every step of the way. And Logic was in that competition, and shout out to him. He did his thing, but he just wasn't fucking with me. He wasn't in the competition. Ever. No, he did perform.
He performed at the show. Yes.
No.
He performed at the competition?
Absolutely.
Oh, I missed that part.
Absolutely. He was definitely in the competition.
Oh,
he just lost. Oh. I can't believe that.
I missed that.
You definitely missed that.
You know what? There was a lady I was talking to. I remember that night.
It's always a female.
I didn't know she was married.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah. Shit.
Oh my God.
I hope she doesn't see this. I didn't know she was married, but she told me she was married, and I said, all right, cool, and I left her alone.
Oh my God.
But anyway, I missed that part. I didn't know he was there at the competition part.
He did everything. Everything.
But he didn't.
He did everything except pay, and really just moved out on Front Street. His performance times were at peak hour. Everything was set up because the people who set the competition up were, quote unquote, investing in him.
Yeah.
I don't want to say managing. I just say they were investing in him.
Yeah.
They had an investment in him.
Yeah, they had his mentor. His mentor was part of all of that.
Right.
Yeah, I had another run-in with that same production. The people who did another production with me and Reese, and they was treating us foul, man. I just don't understand. I'll just touch on it real quick. Like, they had me and Reese, we were young at the time. I was only one old enough to drink. I wasn't drinking at the time.
Right.
Reese was just a year younger. They tried to get us out the competition so they wouldn't have to worry about underage drinking and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
But what they did, we was so good that we won anyway. But the guy...
Where was this at?
The same spot.
Oh, okay.
Same spot. But we had came in to do... This when Biz Marquis, rest in peace, when he was...
Oh, I remember that.
So we was doing his show.
Yeah.
And... we won. We came to the show, and the producer of the show, he said, I thought we took care of that on the competition.
Right.
I said, what the fuck are you talking about? We won it.
Right.
He says, y'all underage, though. I said, I don't give a fuck. We can't perform. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
And
damn, I didn't realize you was that fucking young back then, bro. You was 21 back in the end zone days? That's end zone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was 21. So, yeah. But those are the same people that put that show on, did the same thing with Luda.
Yeah.
So Yeah, man. So you got some history there, man. And
Yeah.
that whole Logic thing was kind of.
No, so basically, just to finalize my point, like, so if, inquiring minds want to know and smart people can know, I'm not hating. I'm just telling you that Logic got in with his skin.
Had more than enough help.
And he had the complexion for the connection. You know what I'm saying? At that time.
Don't let him tell you he's half black.
Exactly. So
he's half black. Don't let him tell you.
But this is what I'm getting to. Because you listen to his first few albums, he wasn't on that shit. Right now it's nigga this, and every interview he's saying nigga. And it's just like, to me, like,
It's a little offensive.
It's offensive because, like, bro, you wasn't on that type of time. Not only that, you didn't bring no niggas with you. you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got no niggas around you. And so, like, what you see, like, I can't wake up one day and say I want to be white. I don't have that.
Yeah.
I just can't do that.
So you think he was just kind of picking and choosing at the time?
Yeah.
And now since he got his chips, now he's like, all right, well,
I can do it now. You know what I'm saying? And now
there was an interview where I believe he said, I don't say the word nigga.
Yeah.
And now
And he didn't. He didn't say it for the first few albums. You know what I'm saying? And years in the game. You know what I'm saying? One day, I think they did a Netflix documentary on a few rappers. He was part of it. Brought his dad. He was crying about his dad being on drugs and shit and whatever. But that was the first time I heard him say it.
Wow.
And I was just like, bro, like, I'm just like, I don't appreciate the fact, like, you should have, for one, if that's what it was, you should have just been on that shit from the jump, and you should have brought some niggas with you. We know people he could have brought with you. I'm talking about family members. I'm not gonna say names, and it's cool. I'm not mad. You one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I said I can't believe we're not talking about it, because I think it needs to be said that, Logic turned his back on black people. And I'm not saying like black people as a whole or as culture. I'm just mean there's a lot of niggas he turned his back on. I don't see no niggas around him. So I just don't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fair criticism.
Yeah.
Because like you said, we were there. I was out of everybody really close to that.
Logic is not a nigga. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
He don't need to be saying that shit, because he ain't that. He ain't that, man.
It's funny you said, because I haven't really been following him
Yeah.
when it comes to that. Not off no malice shit. I just haven't been.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that he started using the word nigga and shit like that. So that's wild.
It's like, man,
because like I said, I mentioned he said he doesn't use the word nigga. So I'm like, you telling me that's news to me, because I haven't listened to his stuff at all.
He's used it. And it's really like awkward when he does it. It's like he ain't doing it like
he's been doing it.
Like exactly. Like
it's not part of him.
It's not who he is, man.
Yeah.
I don't even like it though. Get that shit off the internet, man.